Hi friends, Coach Derek here. Talking with Spanish people, and I'm here with the Arch Admin. I'm here with Homie with Glasses, Owl, Mushy, Mushy Gray dude looking thing, Falcon guy, Lizard King guy, Rorschach test, and too many mouth in the teeth. Too many teeth in the mouth. Okay, so we're talking today about a comment by a homie whose name is Nat S. Who's a chick. You know, this is Nat's normally a dude's name. I put this comment. I was responding in this comment chain here. She said, "Women is game to be conquered. That's such an incredibly unattractive mindset." And then she says some more things. I reply by saying, "I think the point here is that the biological imperatives of the respective genders lead naturally to unjust outcomes. The problem occurs because females aren't biologically coded to prefer deliberation and intelligence. They're coded to prefer assertiveness and dominance. If that is, in fact, how to win chicks, then intuitives should learn it for their own
Eric,
sake."
could you
But
Eric, can you send the text in chat? Just the relevant part.
I'll put the link to the. Yeah, here. Oh, fine. I'll just share my screen. That's what I'll do instead of being a dummy. Okay, so Nat S here says she's objecting to this parts of the video that suggests is like says women is game to be conquered. This is an incredibly unattractive mindset. It's an asshole mindset. Instead of conquering them, why not have the mindset of, hey, I'm interested in casual sex and she might be too, rather than saying I'm going to do what it takes to go have sex with me. He's come off as a manipulative fuckboy. I reply by saying, I think the problem here is that the biological imperatives of the respective genders lead naturally to unjust outcomes. The problem occurs because females aren't biologically coded to prefer deliberation and intelligence, are coded to prefer assertiveness and dominance. If that is in fact how to win chicks, then intuitives should learn it for their own sake and for the sake of the women. For example, I've learned to be wholly dominant among men in appropriate circumstances. It's a lot of fun, actually. I misspell sense. Since those getting bitch slapped are invariably fucktard censors who amply deserve it. In a room of a dozen extrovert censors bristling their alpha male status, there's a lot of jostling for social position until I walk in. Then it's clear who the real alpha is. I relieve a couple of those scrubs that dignity slink out to pout. Now, that's a pretty silly comment. Pretty blustery and immature. No doubt about that. But let's go ahead and see the next thing. She says, dominance is so unattractive. At least to me, alpha males often come across as assholes to me. I'm sure really are women out there who are attracted to that, though. I'm just personally am not. I don't think you need to be alpha at all. Extrovert intuition is pretty freaking attractive. I really don't think it needs to be accompanied by an alpha nature in order to attract women. It might need to be accompanied by confidence and a sense of secure in who you are, but alphaness, nah, you don't need it. And are you personally attracted to sort of women who want alpha males? I mean, you do you. If being alpha makes you happy, then go for it, of course. But I just think it's not necessary at all to attract women. I mean, I'm sure some women, not all women. And she says,
She needs to give you a past history of all her relationships, all the different guys she's gone through, in order for you to validate her claims. There, for a start.
well, Gord says, Nat, if a guy needs to go around telling everybody he's alpha male, then he obviously is an alpha male. A true alpha will naturally earn respect to his competence, fairness, competence. And then he goes on saying, wolves are nicer and calmer, and they're more fair. And Nat responds by saying, don't put words in my mouth. I was humoring him, trying to be nice so he could save face. But now the cat's out of the bag. There's no way in hell he's alpha in any way, shape, or form for the exact reasons you said. But alpha's phony or real, asshole or non-asshole, are attractive to me. Also, leaders, not attractive to me either. At least not the usual leader stereotype. Let me ask them, what qualities do you associate with being alpha male? Okay, so I think it's a good question to talk about what we mean when we say that term, because it means a couple different things. It's often misunderstood, and especially by women, because they don't understand the way male hierarchy works at all. It's very different than female hierarchy. So alpha male is not a status one has; it's a status of a setting in a group. So you might say I'm alpha in this group because what just happened was I came in and you guys were talking about whatever, and I was just like, well, how about we do this? Nobody objected, so I just started doing it. And everyone just were quiet and listening to me. It's not because I'm an asshole. It's not because I'm a leader. I don't like leaders either, Matt. Believe me, I fucking hate leadership. That's what my school is called, Autonomy Debate School. And one of the first lessons I teach my students is they need to learn to tell me to go fuck myself. Right? Number one lesson. You need to learn that I am just as deserving of you telling me to go fuck myself when I tell you some bullshit as anybody else. So that's leadership, right? That's actual leadership. Leading people to autonomy is leadership. We don't normally think of it as leadership, but it is. There's an argument that's weak that I want to address. And it's the main reason I want to address it. To say that anyone who's alpha will never self-identify as alpha precludes anybody from meaningfully metacogniting about it. So in that regard, Nat, of course, your warrant's absurd. It doesn't make any sense, and I'm as alpha as I have to be in a given circumstance, and no more. I prefer non-hierarchical relations. What I am saying in that video, and what I'm saying to you now, and what I'm saying in general about this alpha male thing is as follows. Intuitives are better people in terms of mates for women than are sensors. It's the goddamn truth.
Yes.
Intuitives are not. Intuitives treat women as people first and as holes second. Okay? And sensors is the other way around. So
Well,
I
I
take
think it
great
also
joy.
depends
Chill
on
the
the
fuck out.
person.
By the way, I'm in the middle of something. So
Yeah.
I take great pleasure, in fact, in doing exactly what I said there. If I have a bunch of sensors in the room and one of them gets too big for their britches, I will put them in his motherfucking place. And at that moment, I will assert that I'm alpha there because they're insisting that hierarchy take place. If they didn't insist hierarchy take place, then there needn't be any hierarchy at all because I don't fucking like it. However, understand that no matter how much it gets your panties in a bunch, alpha's a real thing, and leadership, unfortunately, is a real thing too. The question regarding the legitimacy of leadership is one whether it leads individuals to autonomy or to dependence. And the question regarding alpha status is whether it's responsive or transgressive. Mine's responsive, and yeah, I can assert it, and yeah, it doesn't change the fact that it's true. So, suck on this, then suck on that, because I'm alpha as fuck, and that's a fact. Thanks for watching Talking with Famous People, and don't forget to eat plenty of cheese. I'm not even going to ask for any comment because I'm that fucking alpha.